What's up, guys? My name is Mad Squash 924. Welcome back to another episode of Alan Wake Remastered Part 4, where the previous episode just kind of ended. If you guys watched it. It's because there's something that happened with the actual internet itself, so it just kind of turned off. So I paused it immediately, and we're back where we were. We were watching the episode of Bright Falls, or whatever it's called, which is their version of Twilight Zone.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face.
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
That one was kind of stupid. Okay. Let's go. Well, so far we're going the right way.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
What the hell?
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
What the heck is going on?
Anybody? Help me! Help me!
He's in there.
Can you hear me? Anyone? Please.
Yeah, I'll help you in a second. I gotta read this.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken rib stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Yeah, who would have thought? Well, I'm supposed to go help out
Ranger's
Rusty.
office was locked. I'd need a key to get in.
I guess we'll help him out.
Hello? Help me. Somebody back here.
Yeah, this is the place.
Back here. Hey, please help me.
I will. I'm just looking for things. Where's your things?
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. Shh, good boy.
I guess we gotta get the lights on. I want to see if there's any thermoses anywhere. Just because there very well could be. Well, let's get the lights turned on.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
That's what I'm doing.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
That's not good.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Yeah, well, Rusty isn't.
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Liquid darkness.
Hunters need hunting licenses.
And who are you supposed to be? Okay.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Fishing is only permitted for those visitors who purchase a park
Is that Rusty?
license. Obey
Park Ranger's instructions.
at all times. Rusty, no! Never.
Well, that's not good.
100 yards.
Two bears and wolves never approach any other wildlife closer than
I guess I'm gonna hang out here until he shows up.
pets.
I'm not gonna chase him.
must be leashed.
At all times.
Never leave your pet.
And unattended.
It is
Against the law.
to remove any
Natural objects.
or historical artifacts from the park. This includes even you may
What is he doing?
even simple barrels.
I don't want to change the battery yet. Trying to kind of preserve the batteries here. There he goes. What's over here? Anything? Yep. Okay. Well, that was kind of easily dealt with. At least I think so. Let's move on. Right. It's a Barry?
What? What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow,
Thanks.
Be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
Not for anybody. Not even yourself.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Is Rose that waitress? Kinda messed up. Okay. Don't really see anything over there. Guess we're going down. At least for now. I could kill those crows too. I think that's a collectible to kill those crows. I'm not sure.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Yeah, that's great. I just want to see if there's anything beyond it this way. Which, surprisingly, there is something here. What is here? Moonshine Cave? I am not supposed to be here. Oh? But coming here has rewarded me. Alright then. I like that. That was worth coming in here for. Let's go the right way, shall we? "17 batteries. It's quite a bit. 19 batteries. Wow, you tracked where I was going to be? That's ridiculous. Can I reload this thing? Yep. Off to the right direction. You know, I'm kind of glad we're not doing this during the October season for this game. Because, I thought this game would be more horror themed than it truly is. I mean, it is a horror thriller theme. I just thought it would be more so. You know?
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. He seemed like a womanizer and a half. And I was right. The waitress is Rose. So Rusty had a big thing for Rose then. What's up with the music? I feel like I'm gonna get ambushed here. Maybe I will. 2 shotgun shells. Okay, we got some more. 18 of them. Sorry, 8 of them. Apparently can't read. There we go. If you're wondering why I was shooting in the way I was shooting, that is because I was waiting for the battery to come back. So I didn't have to change it. Okay. There's gonna be more. The Great Old One. Felled by lightning in 1937, this exceptionally tall Rocky Mountain Douglas fir was over 200 years old. According to local legends, it stretched beyond the stars. After it fell, it was measured to 66 meters tall, nearly a record length. Yeah, that's great. Is there more this way? Ow. There we go. Are they gonna just keep on appearing before us? I'm not sure. That is entirely possible. Behind me, huh? Jeez, Ow! Fucker. Oof! Well, you could take 3 hits. I thought I could just get there, but frickin' Alan's frickin' stamina sucks. Yeah, it looks like I can really just hoard those batteries too. Okay, let's move. Might have to utilize the shotgun. Don't really want to. Okay, you are close, friend. Rude. Alright, let's move. Okay. Another zone.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
It made it sound like it was in the back of a truck, though. Or something. Let's just move on. That was wasteful. Could go this way. Could also go this way. I don't know if it matters. 2 people? A lot more than 2. The fuck? What hit me? Oh, no. Into the light I go. No. Ridiculous. I do have the flare gun. Fuck. Okay. I have 1 shotgun shell left, 1 flare gun shot left. Wonderful. Basically running on a prayer here. Overspeak is that way, so let's go this way. Don't really see anything of value, however. Through tree. There's Lover's Peak. And what is in this direction? A thermos. Worth it. That looks like the extent of this direction. That was just the thermos. Maybe something in here? But nope. Here we go.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
What's this say? Interesting. Button! Why do I get the sneaking suspicion that once we get on that thing, I'm gonna get attacked by a freaking murder of crows? Guess I'm gonna find out how right or wrong I am. There could also be dudes up on this little peak, I suppose, that could pop out at me. Or... remember I said crows?
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming.
I remember
That
you.
flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
Wasn't he on the ferry when we arrived in Bright Falls?
You can
think
see
so.
them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but
Let's move.
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my
Yep.
name. We were headed in the
Yep.
direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake. You better keep
We don't know that.
what I got for you.
Hey, I thought you were supposed to be shooting these assholes.
Monster! Bring it!
Not good. Thank you.
Like that, boy? Ah! Bullseye! Get some! Tag ya!
Thank you.
Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Hey,
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it.
really? All right.
Just a little longer. Scare them off.
What do you think I'm doing, freak?
Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us.
Are you almost done?
Just a little longer. I almost got it.
You're taking way too long.
Move it or lose it.
All right. I think with that, though, that is a good spot for us to end today's episode of Alan Wake Remastered. Hope you guys all enjoyed. If you guys have, make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me what you think of today's episode, of course. And if you're new to my channel where I've been watching me for a little while and you haven't done so, feel free to subscribe to me, MadSquash924, and do not forget to ring the bell to get notified of my latest videos. On the next episode, me and this guy, the guy from the ferry, are going to Lover's Peak, and he may or may not be the kidnapper. I don't know, but we'll find out next time. Goodbye.